Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. There are many Muslims living in the West who find it pretty okay to consume the meat of animals, halal animals, that are slaughtered by Jews or Christians, even if they are slaughtered without God's name getting pronounced on them. Is it okay? Well, the fact is that it is not. Because the Quran has very clearly mentioned in Surah Al-An'am, the 6th chapter of the Quran, verse 121, وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا مِمَّا لَمْ يُذْكَرِ اسْمُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْهِ وَإِنَّهُ لَفِسْقٌ. And do not eat from the meat of animals on whom God's name has not been pronounced. It is an evil way. Now, by God's name not pronounced, some people have taken it to mean that even if it's not pronounced at the time of the animal getting slaughtered, if they pronounce it at the time when they begin to eat, it would suffice and the expectation of the Almighty would be fulfilled. The fact of the matter is that the use of the verb God's name is pronounced it's a passive verb, lam yuzkar ismullahi alayh, which can only mean that God's name is to be pronounced when the animal is slaughtered. Because if the idea was to pronounce God's name at the time of eating, it should have been done plainly in a simple way by asking believers to pronounce God's name, to say Bismillah before beginning to eat. Lam yuzkar ismullahi alayh, on which God's name has not been pronounced, actually means that when it is being slaughtered, His name is not mentioned. Another reason why some people say that it is okay to eat the meat of halal animals that have been slaughtered by the people of the book is that the Quran says that the food of the people of the book, وَطَعَامُ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ حِلٌّ لَكُمْ, the food of those who have been given book is halal for you. Obviously, this statement means that the food of the people of the book, the food that is halal, which if it is served to you, you can have it. Obviously, it doesn't really mean that if the people of the book serve pork or alcohol, we will consume it as well, because the verse says that the food of the people of the book is allowed to us. Why then this verse was ever given if their haram food was not allowed? Well, the reason is that the Almighty is actually clarifying that once it is now clear that animals have to be slaughtered in the right manner, with God's name pronounced on them. Now that it's clear, there is no problem for you that you eat with the people of the book. That is, if they are giving you, offering you food which you know is legitimate. It also means that even when the people of the book, Jews or Christians, they slaughter a halal animal, by pronouncing God's name, it would be halal. However, those people who do not believe in the unity, oneness of God, they, even if they pronounce God's name while slaughtering the animals which are halal, that meat is not going to be allowed to Muslims to consume. So that is the context of the verse which permits the food of the people of the book for Muslims. However, if we are dealing with even polytheists and they are offering us food which is other than meat, vegetable, etc., then that food is okay. We can have food with them as well. But we will not have any food which is in the category of animals, animal flesh, which is served in a manner that those animals were not slaughtered with God's name pronounced at the time of slaughtering.